Good morning, dear students. Good morning, dear students. Yesterday we were reading chapter I Want Something in a Cage, and we were reading page number 39. Okay. So let's start the reading from page number 39. I want something in a cage. Okay, I want something in a cage, page number 39. So up to that, we have read that Mr. Purcell, he was an owner. He was not bothered about the different kind of sounds which animals and birds were creating over there. So his routine is being discussed, that how he used to sit on a big stool, read newspaper, glanced, and he was looking here and there, and what kind of environment was on that day. So one day what happened, one of the stranger came in his shop, and he was searching something. He was looking here and there, and he was in search of something. So when as a man entered, his shoe squeaked. So he was wearing a very cheap quality of suit. It was ill fitted. It means it was not fit properly, but it was a new one. So he was just looking at here and there, okay, because he was searching something. So Mr. Purcell, shopkeeper, got up and he asked actually what was what was his search, what did he want to have. Okay, so Mr. Purcell, he was little bit confused, because when he came to know that stranger told that I am asking for something, I want something, should be in a cage. Okay, I mean what I said. So, you mean some sort of pet. So when he came to know about his desire that he wanted something in a cage, so he said, okay, you want pet, you want to keep a pet. So I mean what I said, snapped the man. What is the meaning of snapped? What is the meaning of snapped? Snapped means spoke or said angrily. Said angrily, so he spoke angrily. Something in a case, something that is small. So he expressed his desire. What was his desire? That he wanted something in a cage, but its size should be small. I see, hastened the storekeeper, not at all certain he did. His narrow eyes narrowed gravely and he pursed his lips. So when he came to know that what was the desire of customer, so when customer expressed his desire, that what did he want to have, so after that what happened, shopkeeper started thinking about that. He pursed his lips like that. Let me think. So he suggested him that what can be that small creature in a rat, a small creature in a cage, that can be a rat, white rat. Okay. So he said, I have so many white rats. Would you like to have them? Okay. So man said, no, no, no. I don't require rats. He expressed that he did not require rats. Okay. He said that I want to have something who should have wings. Who should have wings? Okay, Mr. Purcell said, okay, it means you require a bird. Do you want a bird in a cage? So The customer pointed, yes, bird in a cage. I require this thing. Because when he entered the shop, the expressions he was giving, it was very difficult to understand actually what was his desire, what he wanted to have. Because he was looking here, he was looking there, he was not paying attention to the shopkeeper. Okay, he was not able to express actually what he wanted to have. So finally, with lots of discussion, they came to know that what was the requirement of a customer. He wanted to have a bird, but those birds should be in a cage. Now there is a, you can say, suspense in the chapter, why he was asking for a bird in a cage, why he did not require pets etc. उसको लगा कि नहीं, birds ही चाहिए and those should be in a cage. So when he came to know that, okay, birds were required. So after that, what was the dialogue spoken by a shopkeeper? You come and read. Read from there.
A bird's all right. The customer pointed suddenly to a suspense cage which contained two snowy birds. Doves. How much for those?
It is not dove, it is dove.
Dove. How much for those? 550 came the prompt answer, and a very responsible price. They are a fine pair. 55. The man was obviously crestfallen. Uh, he hastily produced a $5 bill. I didn't like to have these birds, but these is all I have got, just $5. Eventually, Mr. Purcell made a quick collection, which told them that at 5-cent reduction, he could still reap a tidy profit. He smiled magnanimously. My dear man, if you want them that badly, you can certainly have them for $5. I will take them. He laid his $5 on the counter. Mr. Purcell told on tiptoe, unhooked the cage and hanged it to his customer. The man cocked his head to one side, listening to the constant cheering, chattering, the rushing scurry of the shop. That noise, he blurted, doesn't it get you? Noise. What noise? Mr. Purcell looked surprised, could hear nothing unusual. The customer glared. I mean, all this cave fuss drives you crazy, doesn't it? Mr. Purcell drew back. Either the man was insane or drunk. He said hesitantly, yes, certainly I guess so.
Now listen carefully. I'm going to explain the content, whatever she has read. So now listen, a bird's all right. So after that, he was able to express what was his desire. His desire was to have a bird. His desire was to have a bird. Okay. So all of a sudden, customer pointed out that there was a suspended cage. Okay. And in that cage, what was there? There were two snowy. Snowy means looking like a snow. There were white birds. Okay. And who were those birds? Those birds were doves. After that, he asked about the price of those. So he said 550. It was a prompt answer. Prompt means very much quick answer. Without thinking, he spoke 55. So prompt, you can say very much quick. So he gave a very quick answer. Okay. And he said it is a very fine, these are very fine, it is a very fine pair. And I am telling you very reasonable price for that. Okay. So man was obviously means very much clearly crestfallen. Crestfallen means he became disappointed. So write down the meaning of crestfallen. Crestfallen means disappointed. So when he came to know about the price of those birds, he became crestfallen. He became so disappointed. Okay. So with lots of hesitation, he gave only $5 bill. Okay. He said, I want you to have those birds, but whatever the price I am having, I have only $5. Okay. So mentally, Mr. Purcell made a quick calculation. Okay. So when he made calculation, he said that you want 50% discount. Are you mad? Okay. Because he was smiling magnanimously. It means generously. Write down the meaning of magnanimously. It means generously, kindly. So he gave a very kind smile. Okay. He said, okay, if you really want to have these doves, okay, so you have to pay $5. Okay. So after that, customer said, okay, I'll take them. He kept $5 on the counter. Okay. And Mr. Purcell, he was so surprised to see that money. He tottered on tiptoe. Totter means he started moving unsteadily. Okay. So write down the meaning of tottered. So he started moving unsteadily on tiptoe, and he unhooked the cage and handed to its customer. Okay. Unhooked means it was hanged somewhere. So he unhooked the cage and he gave this cage to customer. Okay. So the man cocked his head on one side, listening to the constant chittering. So when he paid proper attention to that bird, so he was listening constant chittering. It means birds were continuously chittering. It means they were producing sounds. Okay. So there was a lot of, you can say, different kinds of noise could be listened in that shop. Okay. So after that, customer asked that there is a lot of noise in your shop. Don't you think so? But what was the reply of the shopkeeper? Because he has become habitual of all the things. So Mr. was so surprised. He said, noise? Which kind of noise? Because all the things, which kind of sounds which were produced by animals and birds, they were all natural for him, all become common for him. But for any stranger, for any customer, it was just a lot of noise. So he said, okay, this cage stuffed, it means the birds which are kept in these cages, these are creating sound. So he said, yes, okay, drives you crazy, doesn't it? So he says that these birds, they create a lot of noise. Don't you think that they drive you crazy, that they make you crazy when you listen their sound? So Mr. Purcell, he drew back. He thought either the man was insane. Insane means mad. He thought either the man was insane or drunk. It means either he was insane, mad, or he was drunk. Because dove, two soft birds, they were creating a lots of noise. How is it possible? Okay, but it was noticed by customer that those two doves were creating a lot of noise because they were continuously chittering. But Mr. Purcell, he was not bothered about that thing because it was a part of his job. It was his routine that he thought that every bird, every animal creates such kind of sound. But for stranger, he thought that these doves, they are having problem. They chitter a lot. So listen, the staring eyes came closer. Staring eyes means because that customer, he was in the habit of stare at something. Okay. So he came closer. Okay. How long would you think it took me to make the $5? Okay. So after that, you read, Mithul, you come. Listen, read from listen.
Listen, the staring eyes come closer. How
Came
long-
closer.
came closer. How long do you think it took me to make the $5? The merchant wanted to order him out of the shop, but oddly enough, he couldn't. He heard himself dutifully. The other laughed. 10 years at hard labor, 10 years to earn $5, 50 cents a year. It was best. Purcell decided to humor him. My 10 years. That's certainly a long time now. They gave you $5, laughed the man, and a cheap suit, and tell you not to get caught again. Mr. Purcell mopped his sweating brow. Now about the care and feeding of your doves. I would advise, the man swung around and staked, stalked abruptly from the store. Purcell sighed with sudden relief. He waddled to the window and stared out just outside. His peculiar customer and had halted. He was holding the cage shoulder high, staring at his purchase. Then, opening the cage, he reached inside and drew out one of the doves. He tossed it into the river. He drew out the second and tossed it after the first. They rose like wind-blown balls of fluff and were lost in the smoky gray of the wintry city. For an instant, the liberator's silent and lifted gaze watched after them. Then he dropped the cage. He shoved both hands deep in his trouser pockets, hunched down his head, and shuffled away. The merchant's brow was puckered with perplexity. So desperately had the man desired the doves that he had let him have them at a reduced price, and immediately he had turned them loose. Now, why, Mr. Purcell muttered, did he do that? He felt vaguely insulted.
Bache, in this chapter, there are some difficult words. You learn their pronunciation also very carefully when I speak it in the class, when I tell you to read it. Okay. You also do practice, understand the meanings of difficult words. Only then you'll be able to understand, comprehend the text. Okay. Only then the gist of the chapter will be clear to you if you understand the text fully. Okay. So I'm not going so fast. I will be going very slow. Okay. So what was going on? Okay. They give you $5, laughed the man, and a cheap suit and tell you not to get caught again. So that person, customer, he was having how much money? So he wanted to purchase those doves at price, which price? At the price of $5. Okay. So the man was laughing that you will be giving me $5 for that. Okay. And a cheap suit and tell you not to get caught again. Okay. So what is that? Because that person was not sounding so good. because it doesn't mean that if he would be purchasing that dove, after that it required care also. He had to feed them also. So he was thinking about all the things, because that person was wearing a cheap suit. So from that it was very much clear that he was not so rich. Okay. So Mr. Purcell mopped his sweating brow. Mopped means cleared, like that. So there was a sweat on his forehead, and he said, okay, it's decided that you want to purchase it on $5, but what about feeding? You have to purchase its feed also. Whatever the food you will be giving to dove, you have to pay extra money for that also. So I would advise, वो कहते हैं मैं तुम्हें कुछ advice देता हूँ कि what you do. Ba, the man swung around. He stalked abruptly from the store. So ba, it means he spoke no, I don't want to listen anything. So he just came out from the store very abruptly, very quickly. So Purcell was relieved. He was relaxed that that customer has now gone. Okay. So he waddled to the window and stared out. He was looking out of the window. Okay. And then he saw that customer halted. Halted means stopped. He stopped outside the window. It means he did not go from that place. Okay. So he was holding the cage shoulder high, staring at his purchase. Then opening the cage, he reached inside and drew out one of the doves. So he holded that cage up to his shoulder high. Okay. After that, he was looking at his purchase, because how much money did he pay for that? $5. So he was looking at the dove, because for that dove, how much money did he pay? $5. So he was thinking about that for this beautiful bird, I have given $5. After that, he opened the cage, he reached inside and he drew out one of the dove. So door खोला, एक dove को धीरे से बाहर निकाल दिया, and he tossed it into the air. ऐसे toss किया in the air that dove. After that, he drew out the second dove also, and he is tossed after the first. एक को बाहर हवा में उड़ा दिया, दूसरे को भी उसके पीछे he drew it away. And how were they rising? Those doves, how were they rising? They were rising just like a balls of fluff, okay, and they were lost somewhere in the smoky gray. It means they were flying high in the air. They were enjoying their life, and it was a wintry city. They were lost somewhere. It means they were not able to be seen now. They have gone so far. Okay. So for an instant means for a while, the liberator's silent and lifted gaze watched them up. Liberator means who was set free. So the liberator silent and lifted gaze watched them after, then he dropped the cage. So for an instant, the liberator's silent and lifted gaze watched after them. It means he was looking after those doves which were set free, and he was just gazing at them. Shopkeeper also got surprised. He was also looking at that customer. And after that, what was the gesture of that customer? He dropped the cage. He kept the cage at that place and he shoved both his hands. Shoved means made a place. Where did he keep both his hands? In his trouser pockets, and he hunched down his head and shuffled away. He hunched down his, it means he hung. Write down the meaning of hunched. Hunch down. The meaning of hunch down means hung. He hung his head and shuffled away. Shuffled away means moved away. Okay. So the merchant's brow was puckered with perplexity. Merchant, who is merchant? Shopkeeper. There were brows, you can say that eyebrows side. Okay. It was puckered with perplexity. It means he was so surprised at actually what happened. Okay. So desperately had the man desired the doves that he had let him have at a reduced price, and immediately he had turned them loose. Now why, Mr. Purcell muttered, did he do that? He felt vaguely insulted. So what was that? So merchant was thinking that I have given him dove at a very low price. Okay. And what did he do with those doves? He set them free. So it was really surprising thing for the merchant. Okay. So he had turned them loose and he had set them free. So now why? Mr. Purcell was muttered. Muttered means he was whispering. He was thinking, इसने किया क्या है? First of all, he was doing bargaining. And after that, he purchased. I gave him at a reduced price. After that, he set them free. Actually, what happened? Did he do that? So he felt vaguely insulted. So when he understood what was the fact, so he was vaguely, very clearly, he was feeling insulted. Mr. Purcell. Why? Because that person, whatever the money he has earned near about in 10 years by working hard in prison, he has earned that money, and at one time by giving all that money he purchased those doves and he set them free. Why so? Because he was in a prison. He knew about the importance of being free. He realized the importance of being free. So whatever the money by working hard he has earned in prison, he gave that money to make those beautiful doves free so that they could enjoy their life. Why those beautiful birds were kept in a cage? Why they are not allowed to set free, to live freely, to roam freely in the air? So after that, Mr. Purcell realized that he was also opted a wrong profession. He was feeling insulted because he has kept so many birds, so many animals in cages, isn't it? So he has made them all imprisoned. He could also set them free, but that was his business, that was his profession. So after that, he realized that why that person was doing a lot of bargaining, why he wanted to purchase them, what was the reason behind that? Because he wanted to set them free. Then he understood the whole concept, whole story, that what was the reason behind that, why did he purchase that cage, why did he set them free. Okay, clear? Now let's do comprehension check, but these questions you will be doing in your fair notebook also. So tell me, do you think the atmosphere of Mr. Purcell's shop was cheerful or depressing? First of all, think about that. Its environment was cheerful or depressing? Huh? How can you say it was depressing? Speak one line. How can you say it was depressing? Yes, Harman.
The atmosphere of the Mr. Purcell shop could be depressing for the nature of it because all the animals were kept in cage, so a nature lover could feel bad for those animals.
No, you tell not about nature lover and that. You tell which kind of environment was there. Which kind of environment was there? Depressing. Why? Why it was depressing? They were so lively birds. They were so lively animals. Fast wind was blowing only for one day. I'm telling about the shop environment, why it was depressing. Okay, birds were shrieking and squealing. Why they were shrieking and squealing? Yes, because they were in a cage. They were squealing. They were not free. They were kept in a cage. They were kept in an imprisonment. They were not free to roam here and there. So in another way, they all were, it seems that they all were crying for the liberty, for the freedom. Okay, so that's why the environment was depressed. So we will be discussing all these questions tomorrow. अटेंडेंस मार्क कर लो. मनराज, मयंक, समीर, श्रिया, बस 2 M वाले 2 S वाले.